Hello beautiful people, I'm Raish Phoenix, and in today's video we're going to be doing the unboxing and install for this wig. If you'd like to see, then keep on watching. Here is the packaging. This is the Outre Melted Hairline Swirlista lace front wig. I have it in Swirl 102 28 inches in the color Ginger Auburn. As you can see on the packaging, you get information about the color that you ordered, as well as hair care and the actual lace that you're going to be working with for this unit. Here is the wig, which I totally opened before, so that's not exactly how it looks when you first get it. But here is the info card, again just showing the wig that you purchase. On the back, additional colors that it is available in. On the interior of the card, you see the same information actually as on the box about the lace and just how to care for your wig. Here is the star of the show. Here is what the lace looks like straight out of the box. On the interior, you have 2 combs at the front and then an additional comb at the back, along with adjustable straps and a headband on the interior of the wig cap to help keep it on and secured. You can see that it is a side part, and it gives you 5-inch deep C-shape parting. Again, just looking at the lace, and this is what it looks like right against my complexion. Now, I will be tinting this off camera with my all over face powder, but as I always say, the magic really happens when I bring my contour shade up to the hairline. I cut just a little bit of a snippet off of the ear tab area, which is going to make it a lot easier for when I install. And then also just showing you guys what the lace looked like against my complexion. It didn't do that much of a difference with the all over face powder, but y'all know what I'm gonna do later off camera. Using my Got to Be Glued blasting free spray, after positioning the wig on my head and just figuring out how far I want to bring it on my forehead, I'm going to apply the spray, wiping off the excess with paper towel and just gluing it down using my blow dryer on cool. Just going to continue to use this method for around the perimeter of the hairline. I will say what I like about this lace is you can see that it's not a very straight line in terms of how it fits around the head. Like, you can see that they took consideration into like where the edges are. After putting on the spray, I realized that my edges were starting to come through. I am going to cut edges off from the wig, but I just want to make sure that I push mine back with the rat tail comb before securing that lace down. Moving on to cutting the lace, so I'm just going to be using cuticle scissors, starting off with cutting in the middle, and then I'm just gently lifting it up to the point where I know I'm going to start cutting off the excess lace. I want to have, I'd say maybe like a little bit less than a centimeter going around the perimeter of the head. My goal is to cover up any baby hairs with that lace, like my own, and then to also just melt it into the skin, if you will, later with the free spray again. Going around the perimeter and cutting like a jagged line. Now, I will say that I was a little rusty, so you can see that there are some points where I'm cutting and I completely missed the lace, but still got the job done. I was just a little bit rusty from not installing a new wig for a while. Little tweaks here and there for where I feel like I didn't need as much lace in that area as I left initially. Moving on to melting down the lace, so I'm just going in, adding more of the spray, and using my finger to really make sure that it's sitting flush against my skin, going with the blow dryer on cool. Using the rat tail comb if needed to really push that lace down. I will say that this is probably, from what I recall, one of the best lace that I've worked with when it comes to like melting into the skin and not being super apparent that it's there. You can see it, of course, if you're like really taking the time to really just zoom in on it. I feel like upon first looking at someone with this wig, you wouldn't really see it as much because of the way that it's constructed. So I do appreciate the lace on this wig. Also want to add that you want to work fast with this part depending on how much lace you left, because when you're putting down the freeze spray, you are lifting what you previously had there. So just working fast with the blow dryer, making sure you seal it in and allow it to dry down will help, or else you might see your lace kind of shift in here and there, and you definitely don't want that. I'm going to be doing sideburns on both sides, and then just right where the temples are, like right above the temples where my hair naturally has parts of it that come through, I'll be using the wig to cover that up as well. As I said, with the lace, I didn't feel like I needed to use the baby hairs to completely cover it up, so that was pretty good feeling, you know? Tying the rest of my hair out of the way. The way that I cut my edges is I turn it, like I kind of just twist the hair, and then after I twist the hair, I take the cuticle scissors and I cut it from different angles, like from the side, from the front, just doing little small snips across like that entire hair shaft that I twisted. I will say that like the smaller the snips, the more of a natural looking like edge situation you'll have. But honestly, it's really not that deep, because after this I'm going to go in with my flat iron, as you can see, and I'm just going to curl it. Now the mistake I feel I made is that I made these edges a little bit too short. I feel like I definitely could have given it more length so I could really curl it, because the issue is that because it's such a short amount of hair, like you see me thinking about it, I'm like, girl, is that what I wanted? Not really. So because it's such a short amount of hair, I'm working so hard to make sure I don't burn myself, and because of that I am like getting the hair sticking up a little bit too much from the root as I would like it to, and then just curling at the ends. I will say I was struggling with this, like right here, girl. Yep, I thought I burnt myself. I didn't. I just felt the heat, and out of fear, you see, I keep freaking myself out. Like I felt the heat a little bit too close, didn't like it, so I was struggling, but it's okay. Didn't burn myself, just freaking out. And you can see, like I was so fed up with that flat iron. Moving on to laying down the edges, so I kind of just do it like the way you just saw me. I lay it down and then I go in with the spray, use my finger to really finesse, if you will, curling it into whatever direction I want it to go, and then I pick up the blow dryer to really set it into place. I'm just going to be tying the lace for about 10 minutes. I will say sometimes I leave it on longer because, like I said, I get a snack after this, but on average 10 minutes to really help it like melt in. Grabbing my Argoat hair wax stick. I got this from Amazon. It's not really anything in particular regarding like this is the best wax stick ever. It's a wax stick. It gets the job done. I use it. It was at a great price. I'm just focusing this on the part. This part, I will say, regarding just doing this, it was one of those like little details type of thing. I noticed that there were stray hairs that were sticking up in the parting, and I just wanted to make sure that it stayed in place, wasn't getting in my face, that sort of thing. Just trying to, I don't know, it's like one of those little details. You don't have to do this, but I decided to go ahead and do that because it just gives it a cleaner look. For this part, I really wanted to make sure that the front of that parting really stood up, and a lot of the hairstyling is about how it cools down, the position the hair cools down in, which is why you see me holding it up and kind of allowing it to cool down so that you get that bend. You see, I was feeling it. Like, that's why I used it in the opposite direction, allowed it to cool down like that to get that volume. With my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in the shade number 9, I'm going to be placing this in the parting. Again, use whatever concealer you have, not saying that you have to use this one in particular, it's just working with what you got. And I do apologize, I know that there are a lot of parts in this video where my hand is blocking the view. I am so sorry guys, I'm going to make sure that next time my hand is not in the way. Grabbing my Curls Blueberry Bliss leave-in conditioner. I'm going to be using this to kind of just help with preventing tangling. It kind of just gives the hair more of a softer feel, so there's more slip. Also, as I said before, it's not like you really need this particular product, it's just what I use. And I was also showing you guys the adjustable straps in the back, so I would definitely say that this wig is big head friendly because I didn't have any issues with fitting it on my head. Here's the finish install. As you guys know, I like to give y'all a 360 and do a length check to let you guys know how far down my back it goes. And then just showing you guys a close-up of the lace and what it looks like. And here is a completed install. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bless up, and until next time, sending out much peace, love, and enlightenment. Bye guys.